Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief, APGAINS, with a PSA. No, this is not a kit breakdown reveal, blah, 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 for the new ships. You guys have probably seen every other peoples and persons and things and that's talk about this. You guys probably already know what the kits do. We're not going to talk about the ships. We're going to talk about ships in general. Now, as we guys, I speak English, as we all know, you guys, ships are underrepresented, underutilized, underappreciated, underloved, and most importantly, underfarmed in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, the GAC meta in the early game is have more teams. The GAC meta in the mid game is have better fleets. And the GAC meta at the end game is spend more money. So, we're 4.5 million GP just about. We're smack dab in the middle of the mid game. We're basically at the middle of the entire game, which I think by definition is the mid game. But we're in the middle of the mid game. So we're ultra mid. I think mid is slang for something in England. I'm not trying to be offensive if it means anything bad. But we've taken great care farming ships on this account. If we filter, let's just filter by power because they filter it in weird ways. If we filter for capital ships, we need 2 ships on offense, 2 ships on defense. As you guys know, we just finished up our Executor not too long ago, so we placed Negotiator Executor on defense. Basically, at 4.5 million GP, beating an Executor and a Negotiator on defense is the tallest of tall tasks. No one has yet to do it. I imagine if I face someone with a stronger Executor than I have and they save it for offense, they could probably do it. But just this is years of preparing. Not the Executor, because the Executor hasn't been out for years, but the Negotiator, the Malevolence, the having, a usable home one endurance fleet is setting me up for success. I've always placed a strong fleet defense and relied on secondary fleets on offense to kind of eke out banners, or I've relied on some earlier game tactics of placing strong defenses and, making sure that as long as we clear the ships, we're in a good spot. But that you do still have to clear ships. So capital ships are where it comes down to. If you need 2, you need 1 on offense, 1 on defense, make sure you got 2 capital ships, if not 1 really good ship. If you're in the early game, that consists of getting in a good guild. Everyone says, hey, APGAINS, I can't get into a good guild. We've gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of people into good guilds over the last 2 years. Join a Discord server. The link to mine is in the description. It doesn't even have to be mine. It can be SWGOH events. It can be any other content creator's Discord. You go into Discord, you make some friends, you say, hey, I'm a nice guy, you like me, we chat. Would you mind if I join my guild? Most guilds in this game, thousands and thousands and thousands of guilds, are doing at least dark side territory battles and would love a couple extra players. I think a lot of times we see all the content creators, 300, 400 million GP guilds plus. We get, confused because we're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million GP accounts, and our guild would never let these people in. But thank you to the infinite number of people out there who have proven that be a friend. Put a little bit of effort in, you can get in a good guild and get a ship. That's my guild spiel for today. But we're getting lots of new ships, not just capital ships. Down here at the bottom, I think we can see the Interceptor is coming. The Interceptor is going to change the game. A lot of people are poo-pooing this. This is going to probably be the 1-2 punch for my Executor counter at 4.5 million, 5 million, wherever I'm at, GP when I get this. That's going to be my Executor counter. Thrawn lead, TIE Interceptor. Don't sleep on it. People are sleeping on it, and I don't see why. As well as wherever they are, the Star Fortress and the Echelon are going to make those Ray and SOKR farmers or grinders a little bit more happy simply because they're going to have a more rounded out fleet. But I can definitely see more ships coming to the game. I could see a Rebel ship coming to the game to take that Rebel to the next step. I mean, they already counter Negotiator if you don't put in TIE Bomber. But I could see a Rebel ship coming. I could see, another First Order, another Resistance. We just got an Empire. God forbid we get another Galactic Republic or Separatist ship. We could get the Marauder for the Bad Batch, or we could get, Dooku's shuttle or something along the lines of that to help elevate the meta, to kind of mix it up a little bit for the Negotiator and the Malevolence. And God forbid we get, the punishing one for Dengar, and the Executor is just like, oh God, here we go again. Like, now we can't even two-shot it. The point I'm trying to make is, in all of this rambling, the point I'm trying to come to is that if you're not preparing your fleets for the eventual meta that you will come into, you're at a disadvantage. How many times have you either gone into an opponent and you're like, man, his ships are way better than mine, or man, my ships are way better than his, and you see that, and that's a massive advantage, because it's not like other parts of the game where, like, If I place a really strong defensive team, it could get 2-shot. It could get 2-shot, it could get 3-shot, it could get 69-shot, it doesn't matter, but it can be beaten. If I place a really strong ship team, and then a 1-shot it, the likelihood that they have a 2-shot and then a team to beat my second fleet is almost impossible, because it's not like characters. In characters, we have hundreds and hundreds. We have 300 and something characters. If something doesn't work, it's likely you can go back in and that thing will work. With ships, they're so limited, they're so finite, that a great ship team is worth a whole zone of great characters, quite literally, because sometimes you can only place one ship on defense. And the earlier stages where the ship zone literally counts for more points than the character zone, a ship team is way more valuable than a single amazing zone and the team that's inhabited it, because you get more banners for ships than you do for characters. You get more banners in that instance for the ship zone than you do the character zone. Why would you not be preparing, even if you, let's say, can't get into a good guild or you've been playing so long and you're behind? Why would you not prepare the squad to go with the capital ship? For the longest time, I didn't have the ability to have Executor. I built up that bounty hunter team down pat. I had it solid. I had it prepared. I had it ready to freaking go for the moment I could get a 5-star Razor Crest to get my Executor. But even before that moment came, there was an opportunity where I could use some saved up crystals to get my Executor, and all of a sudden, boom, it works perfectly. I was using them with I don't want to say bad words, with endurance. I was using my Kenobi requirement mace window with not even maxed out endurance, with my Executor fleet without Executor, and I was putting pressure on people on defense. Because they're like, well, I'm seeing high relics, I'm seeing a relic on the capital ship, I don't face this very often, how is it going to play? How do I have to go against this versus the Negotiator he set, or the Malevolence he set, or the whatever he set? This is an unknown, and am I stretching myself too thin? Did my opponent place such a strong ship defense that they come across, a not amazing but well synergized defensive team and go, oh shit, what am I going to do here? Do I hope that I can one-shot the Negotiator and then try to one-shot the Endurance? Do I take the surefire one-shot on the Endurance and basically give up even attempting the Negotiator counter or the Malevolence or whatever fleet you're placing on defense? Or, what do I do? And that's just because my opponents usually have 2, maybe 3 fleets, and I'll have 4. And once I get my Empire fleet up and running, I'll have 5. I'll have my Empire fleet up and running once the Interceptor comes out. I'm working on a little bit of maybe upgrading the TIE, maybe getting some of the other Empire ships up and running. And at that point, I'll have 5, because I'll have my Chimera. And I'll do some work on the Rebels, and I'll have 6. And I'll have 6 teams when most of my opponents will maybe have 4, right? I'll have six fleets when my opponents will have likely 4, maybe 5, sometimes 3. Occasionally, they'll have 6. And my characters will be better than them, thank God. But eventually you're going to need 3 teams for fleets in Kyber 1, or Kyber 2, or Kyber 3, or all of Kyber, whenever they make that decision. The big brains who have all their podcasts have been talking about the math when that bug happened, and they're saying we're probably going to get 3 fleets. It makes sense. I'll just take it as fact. Let's just pretend like it's coming. All right, let's pretend like it's another slip up through a bug. We're going to have 3 fleets. When I get there, I'm going to have a massive, massive, massive advantage over players at my GP who didn't prepare. When they did the GAC rework and they added 2 fleet teams way earlier than they used to be, I had 4 fleets. My opponents were rocking 2. I got to take advantage of that gap for months before they caught up. Just, the APGAINS approved farming strategy, we prepare so that if these changes ever happen, we're prepared for any situation. Every time the meta has changed, we've been able to benefit. I'm telling you guys right now, if you do not prepare extra fleets for the day that comes that you need them, you're going to lose matches, you're going to lose crystals, and you're going to say, shit, I'm so mad that I farmed up that Relic 69 Trooper or Geonosian Schmeonosian when I could have had a TIE Advanced or a TIE Fighter or a TIE Bomber or an Emperor's Shuttle, or a Gauntlet, or an Interceptor, or whatever it is. I'm just naming Empire fleets because they're open right here. Ships are inherently more valuable than characters. Make sure you have them. Subscribe. If you guys love APGAINS, want to support him, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, if you want to help me fund the website, apgains.org, which is going to be your best free resource for everything Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you can go down the link in the description, first link, and become a member of the $5 Army. Awesome perks behind the scenes with all the content creators you love, private videos, messaging me 24/7. It is a great help. Thank you guys so much. As always, I love you, man. I'll see you later.